Big up to everyone, lovely family and lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching Awini Unity platform from. Thank you so much, and I do really appreciate your time once again. This video, I'm going to be sharing with you very interesting videos right here. My main focus is for us to debate about or to share something with you about the reason why sometimes we find difficult to get some of the foreign players that are African descent doing well, but when it comes to for them to represent the continent of Africa, any part of African country, it becomes difficult. The main reason why some of the players that taste the African football, they was born in Europe, some of them share their experience when it comes to representing African country and the difference of representing Europe or maybe the Western world. Then after these videos, we will come and talk about a lot of things right here on the Awini Unity platform. But very quick one, let me take your time a little bit. Whatever you are watching a Awini Unity platform, and maybe you are here in Europe, particular Spain, and you want to shift a lot of things back to Africa. You have a car here and you want to shift it back to Africa, or any things that you have, you want to shift it back. Intercop is the right company for you. You are in Africa as well and you want a lot of things right here in Europe, particular Spain. You do not need to be wasting your time coming here. You just need to contact Intercop and get a great deal. If you own a ship as well and you want shipping agency to supply you a lot of goods to your vessel, maybe you are coming to Spain for maintenance and you want shipping agency that will supply you all goods that you want in your vessel, do not go nowhere. Intercop is the right company for you. Please pick our number on your screen and get much more information. You can also visit our website www.intercop.com. So the first video, like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you former Ghana international Kevin Prince Boateng. Those who may not know much about Kevin Prince Boateng was born in Germany to a Ghanaian father and a German mother, and he ended up playing football for Ghana Black Stars. Let's listen to him, then after that we'll continue other videos before we take the debate right here or what we want to talk about. So let's get it.
I always said I got more losses in my career, and I'm not talking about games, more losses than wins in my career. It's like going to Ghana, I thought like I'm coming home. It wasn't like that. Yeah, because I'm not born there. I wasn't raised there, you know, so you're not black enough. Here you're not white enough.
You're light skin as well.
Exactly. So I had to earn my respect. I had to come there and like really bow down and say, okay, because it's normal. The Africans, they have their pride as well.
Yeah.
Afterwards, they respected me and they loved me like a brother. But at the beginning, it was tough.
Talking like teammates or just fans?
Yeah, teammates, fans. You know, it was always back and forth. They said, he shouldn't be here, and then others said, yeah, he should be here. So it wasn't easy at the beginning. And then coming right into the World Cup. You know, I came right in and the coach put me right and I performed so good, luckily.
Now we remember that, man.
Luckily, because if I didn't perform good, that would kill me.
You have finished watching and listening to Kevin Prince Boateng. Now let's move to Wilfried Zaha. This is the second time I'm about to share this video right here with you on the Awini Unity platform for one of two reasons. Maybe those who are not familiar with Wilfried Zaha. Wilfried Zaha is a Ivorian football player. He was born in Ivory Coast, but the family moved when Wilfried Zaha was 5 years to UK, England. So he even played for the England national team, I think 1 or 2 matches, and he decided to go back to represent the Ivorian national team. So let's listen to him and come back for another player before we go to the main debate right here.
What's the difference between like playing for an African team and playing for England? Is there one, or
100%?
Is it massive?
It's massive. Because yeah, massive.
Like good or bad?
Huh?
Good or bad?
Bad in certain ways, but I feel like with the African team, it's more family. You're more in that way.
Yeah.
You're united family-wise, you know what I mean? But obviously with European teams or whatever, you get the red carpet. wherever you go. The hotels are 5-star, wherever. Yeah, that's the difference. So when I've gone back, you gotta just suck it up and just do what you gotta do. Like, I've made numerous complaints up to this day, but I love my country. Do you know what I mean? But the only reason why I make complaints is not because it's just like it's not good enough and Africa's annoying, whatever. No, it's because I want us to be better.
Okay.
I want us to compete with these other countries and go to the World Cup and see ourselves as contenders. But before you become contenders, it's got to start from the bottom and do things properly. Put your players. Do you know what? 90% of football's mentality.
Okay.
The 10% is what you do on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? If your mind's right, you can do whatever. Do you know what I mean? But for you to put man's mind right, I need to be staying in a decent hotel, in a decent bed, on a decent pitch where I don't feel like I roll my ankle by just running. Do you know what I mean? These are the tiny things. Like, what's it called? Me, I don't like sharing rooms, but that's something that we do when we go.
Yeah.
And I've said that numerous times. Like, I don't like it because it's like, at what point do I have any privacy to? If my missus is back at home and she wants to tell me something, and I've got my man just laying there, it's just like, what the hell, man? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We come back, we're both tired from training, and I'm outside waiting in my towel for man to finish showering. Or he's gone toilet before and he's blown up the toilet, and then I have to go. It's just all mad. It's all mad. These are aspects that I'm like, come on, man.
Like, surely you can see this. Like,
you can see this, but like, it needs to be better, man. It needs to be better. My man might sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean? And I may sleep early and he'll be doing whatever. And it's just like, these are things that
my man might snore like a madness.
Bro, oh my days. Nicolas Pepe. Nicolas Pepe.
Yeah.
I asked to leave the room.
Shut up.
I went and asked to leave the room because he sounded like a motorbike. It was mad. I was like, bro, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, no, I can't. I had to go. I remember, these were the first times as well when I went and I was with Nico,
Okay, let's move to the third player before we come back to the main debate. And the third player is Liam Balogo. Liam Balogo as well is Nigeria player. Was born in Germany to Nigeria dad and German mother. I do not know much about the mother side. I do not know whether the mother is a German or maybe Holland. I do not know. But he was born in Germany, Berlin, to Nigeria father. Let me just use it with a German mother. Let's listen to him and hear what he have to say when it comes to representing the African side or how things supposed to be. Then we come back for the main debate right here. So let's get it.
And they say, why can they not perform in the Super Eagles? Well, we have to be honest. The infrastructure, we are not being provided with
the best minerals to do your job.
Exactly. It starts with pitches, or it starts with accommodation, but it goes on to pitches and all these kind of things. And as I said, I'm always quite outspoken. I know probably if some people hear that from there, they might come after me, but I don't care because that's just how it is. If you say you want to see the next Messi coming out of Nigeria, or the next Cristiano Ronaldo, or whatsoever, if you want to see us soar, then you need to make sure that back home in Nigeria, we have the best possibilities. Like why don't we have a base in Nigeria where we meet up, like
St. George's Park?
Exactly, in England. You don't have something like, we don't really have something like that. And you spoke of the unpaid bonuses, like,
I've heard a lot about that.
It's like, and I mean, it's no secret even, you know. And then I've read something recently where then people in charge, they contradict themselves. They said things have been paid, then they admit, okay, that they haven't been paid. And it's just like, you know what? Everybody's so concerned about the look of Nigeria, and we have to represent Nigeria well, and we cannot embarrass Nigeria, but make sure you're not embarrassing Nigeria with your own actions, you know. Because
so did the players like talk about this kind of stuff, like what's going on?
I think it's also a matter of, it's a cultural thing also to show respect and these kind of things. Also, that's something where I clash probably, because I'm not afraid to speak my mind, even if it's with the coach or the manager. If I feel like something is wrong, I might at one point just talk about it, and then it's always like, okay, this boy is a troublemaker. I'm not a troublemaker because at the end of the day, I stand in for my teammates. I do that with pleasure, and if I have to take the fall, well, I probably did in the past.
That's a leadership.
But
integrity,
and it's always also motivated by personal issues, then probably like not issues, but by things that I just feel like, I don't feel like I have to deal with this. I should not have to deal with this that way right now, and I don't think any of us should, So
you have finished watching or listening to the gentlemen out there about their experience this year and some of the things they was talking about. The main reason why of bringing this video back once again is for us to really talk about the reality right here. We cannot always say maybe some of the players do not really want to represent the African nation. When you listen to Kevin Prince Boateng, when you listen to Wilfried Zaha, when you listen to Leon Balogun, where is all these players? One thing I notice is that the people that always want to tell us the painful truth, so things will put things together, or the leaders will put things together. The end of the day, they end up having problem of the society, the African side. They end up having problem with a lot of people. At the end, where was Kevin Prince Boateng was kicked out for so many reasons when Ghana went to the World Cup 2014. Since then, they said he had to apologize for whatever reason before coming back. That is gone. Wilfried Zaha, because sometimes this guy always want to come out and speak the truth, things that will be better. But when people do not really in love with something, it will be very difficult for them to talk about it. They will always say, well, I don't care, whatever happened, let it be there. But the people that really want things to be better, they wonder why things cannot be like how it's supposed to be. Like Wilfried Zaha was saying, he said, not that they feel like Africa is not like in top there, but they want things to be better. That is the reason why he actually talk about a lot of things. The end of the day, when Ivorians they was going to the World Cup, the African Cup of Nations, the coach do not call with Zaha for one of two reasons. I spoke on that time that there is no way that coach will win the African Cup of Nations. The coach that they was having before, at the end they kicked that coach out, and the former Ivorian player took them and won the African Cup of Nations. Liam Balogun, where is he now? I do not know where is he. This season, I don't even know where he's played, but when I check, it just only one game this season. So far, where is him? He's not getting called up to Nigeria national team. And he said it. He said it on the interview that those things he's talking about, people will come up to him. And he doesn't care. At the end, true. They abandoned him. He's not in the Nigeria team almost about some time now. So all those things become very difficult when you want to get a players that are doing well. Because some of the players that maybe the leaders always reach out to them that they want those players to represent the African side. Those players have friends out there like Kevin Prince Boateng, like Leon Balogun, like Wilfried Zaha. Sometimes they will reach out to these guys and ask them their experience back the African side. And when they share this kind of experience to them, nobody really want to go a place that they will go through a lot of stress with mental problem. And when anybody grew up here in Europe or maybe live Europe here for a long time, you always want to ask questions, you always want to speak your mind. With African side, it's not like that. They always want to make you keep quiet. If something is not going right, keep quiet because you do not have right to speak. So I'm pleading the leaders. When we're talking about those things, we're passionate about our country. We're passionate about the continent of Africa. If things are much better, who would like to leave your country and go to different places? The answer is no. So we are pleading the leaders that they should put things better. If you want these players, you see sometimes maybe Africa, a lot of they make a lot of stadiums, but to maintain it become problem. Ghana hosts the All African Games not quite long ago. Was very, very a good one. Everything was on point on all the African Games. But I tell you, give yourself for 1 year, 2 years. 2 years is not even far. Give yourself 6 months time and go back to all these. They organize some of the facilities out there and all the things. Go 6 months time and see how the place gonna look. We spend money, organize things nice. We spend money, try to make beautiful stadium when a tournament is coming, and the moment the tournament is done, there is no way we're going to maintain it. So if we want things to be better, we need to put things in place and also learn things from the people that always come out to tell us the reality. And that is the truth these guys spoke about. So this is some of the reason why I think sometimes it becomes difficult to get some of the players. Imagine, see how a lot of players Africans have. When you go to Belgium, France, England, most of the national team, personally France and Belgium, the national team players, majority of them are Africans. But we cannot get them. When things are better, you do not need to force these guys to come and play for us. They will come and play because they know that the facilities is there. Everything is there. What they need in the Europe side, they have. When they come to Africa, they're going to get it there. I'm not saying that we can never be the same. Okay, Africa are building, trying to put things in order. But at least some certain things should be a little bit better. So this is some of the things I think that sometimes it becomes very difficult for us to get some of the foreign players or players that was born in other countries to represent the African side. What do you think, and what do you think about these guys talking about their experience and some of the things that you guys watch or listen here as well? Thank you very much for always watching the Awini Unity platform. I really, really appreciate your time, and have a